the final episode of Mad as a Goat. Now, if you are subscribed to the channel, or if you've been commenting or having a look through the videos, you may notice over the last, I'd say, year, the amount of videos uploaded per month, or even per year, has been very few and far between. You know, most of the time it's been like one video, then 3 months, and then another one, and this is due to a lack of interest in making videos. In fact, there is a strong possibility that after making this video, and maybe a couple more for my other channels to close them up, I will indeed sell my camera and be done with videos altogether. The lack of interest in making videos anymore stems off a few things. Usually the Mad as a Goat episodes are inspired by conversations with other people, hearing their opinions and, you know, some of my own opinions. And I just basically exaggerate them and talk about them at length for the episodes of Mad as a Goat. Now, social interactions over the last year have started to become less, and now it's at the point where if I'm not speaking to family or at work, I don't speak to anyone. So inspiration for the videos and for the topics of the rants, gone. Secondly, I've made so many of these, I've covered almost every topic that I could ever think of off the top of my head or just by myself. And a lot of the time when family or people at work have suggested ideas, I have already done them, or I don't have enough to say about them, or I can't think of any jokes for them. So because of those reasons and a few others, I've decided that this is the last episode of Mad as a Goat. I'm done with it. I'm done with making videos. You know, it wasn't intended that I'd make money off this or get 1 million subscribers. I'm thankful for everyone who watched my videos. I just personally don't have any interest in making videos anymore. I've been making videos probably since I was about 16 years old. I used to do it on a really crappy old VHS camera and just kind of use a play and pause on a VCR to edit them just for my own amusement. And it was only since 2009, so for the last 6 years, I've been uploading content to YouTube. 6 years of content, basically no accolades, not really any substantial success, any actual what you could call substantial success was basically unintentional or even accidental, like the My Small Penis rant reaching above 1,000 views was mostly due to the fact that the title was My Small Penis. A lot of people are going to click on that expecting me to obviously talk about having a small penis. A kind of misleading video now that I think about it. And I'm not going to say that I haven't had fun. It hasn't occupied my time, given me something to do. That's true, I have enjoyed making Mad as a Goat. But recently, I got unlimited internet at my house. And when no one's around to give you inspiration or anything, you tend to start watching more and more videos and playing online gaming, and that has basically become the majority of my life. I mostly just watch YouTube and do a little bit of online gaming, and that is all. And that is partly the reason why the amount of videos being uploaded have become quite limited, I guess. And even this rant itself, well, not really a rant, it's more of a closing of a passage in time, is not thought out at all. I'm kind of rusty at ranting, considering it's been at least 3 months since I did my last one, which I was also rusty on. There have been people who have been commenting, or mostly just one guy, Brendan Day, I believe his user is, who's been commenting all over the place on a bunch of my videos, and you know, thank you for watching. And you can tell he watched when you look at the criticisms, because he's actually not just going at the title, he's actually pointing out things that I said that he disagrees with, or that I may just be plainly wrong with. And to that user and a few others who have commented on my videos over the last couple of years, thank you very much. Thanks for watching. I really do appreciate it. You know, don't think that, you know, I got trolled off the internet or anything. I just simply, I don't have a passion or a desire to make videos anymore. You know, most of my hobbies I have given up on. Like, you may be able to see parts of a drum kit back there, which, you know, over the last couple of months have been getting played less and less. And even the guitars, which you may have seen in a few episodes, or if you might have looked at my other channels, may have seen me do some songs and stuff. I don't really do any of that either. I don't do the raps as much anymore. I'm just not motivated. I'm just concentrating on the fact that I am a loner and, you know, in other words, a loser. And I basically feel that if that's the case, if I'm going to spend all my time by myself, I got to get used to that. You know, I can't keep pretending like, you know, I'm going to make a video and get a bunch of people to watch it, or, you know, get a bunch of people to think differently, or any of the stuff that I've attributed to Matt as a goat or any of my other content. I realise that I am basically a very unlikable, uncharismatic, unintelligent, untalented loser who should basically shut the fuck up. And that is probably the main contributing thing, apart from, you know, lack of communication with others, to the ending of my hobby of making videos. I've got nothing left. I really don't have anything left for anyone else but myself. You know, being by yourself, you start to observe your whole life. Having a lot of free time to yourself, you start to observe everything that's happened, and you start to begin to see patterns. And from my perspective, I may be overanalyzing or maybe paranoid or whatever the case may be, but I have noticed that I'm a joke for people to laugh at, and like every joke, over time the joke gets boring. You can only hear a joke or look at a joke so many times before it's just like, yeah, I've had enough of it. And this isn't just with people watching my videos, this is in my real everyday life. I feel like 90% of the friends I've had in my life have usually been due to sympathy. I even had a friend in high school say that to my face, that he was only my friend because he felt sorry for me for not making friends, for being a cockhead or a dickhead, which is the most common description of my personality. Now, I could get angry, I could become vengeful, I could continue mad as a goat yelling at the camera about these things, but to be honest, over the last couple of months, I've observed it, and I've become quite nerdy. You know, hence the watching of lots of videos and the gaming and my interest in wrestling and, you know, things like Tom Green and all that sort of stuff have gone off the charts, to the point where there's been many days where I've come home going, okay, I'll do a Matt as a Goat video today, and then I've whipped on a DVD or a game and totally forgot it. And that's been the case for the last 3 months since my last video. Every time I've gone, okay, I'll do a video, I set up the camera and I do the intro and I start talking, and I'm not interested. So I switch the camera off, delete the video, and go back to my everyday life. And even this video, which I just wanted to do, I just think it makes sense, you know, so people know when they come to the channel, okay, this guy doesn't make content at all anymore. They're going to see it on the homepage, the final episode. And yeah, I'll keep it up, you know, people can come back to it and they can comment on it and do whatever they wish with it. They can make YouTube poops or whatever you want, make fun of me, because I'll probably even, maybe for another month or two, I'll be monitoring the channel, you know, maybe responding to comments, or maybe even just reading them, or liking them, or sharing them, or whatever the case may be. But for the most part, after about, when this video gets to 3 months of being up on the internet, I will have basically no involvement with this channel at all. I won't even look at it. You know, it'll still be linked to my email, so I will get a notification of your likes, shares and comments, but I'll probably, for the most part, just ignore them. So that's basically the end of Matt as a Goat. And a lot of people are going to be a little bit bummed because there's nothing to troll on anymore or nothing to laugh at. The dickhead is done. The goat is over. And I didn't go back to the, you know, with the Matt as a Goat thing and all that. I thought I'll end it differently. You know, in fact, there's a cupboard just here. I don't know if you can see it in the frame, but that's where Mad as a Goat started. I just opened that back door and used that as a backdrop, and that's where it all began. And I thought it's kind of fitting that the saga should end, if you will. Saga, it's not really a good word. The series, or the channel, should conclude in the same room it began in. And even those first 2 videos, which were introductions to the channel, were filmed in here. So that's why I'm filming it just simply in a chair. And also, I've got a new setup. I used to have my TV and all that in a room, but now I've got my own little lounge area. So when I'm not at work or at a family event, I got my own little space to close myself off from the world that hates me so much. Or at least that's how I feel. I will admit, I thought for the last video for this last little bit, I'll be brutally honest. I am a loser. And not your regular guy who goes to Comic-Con and is an anime freak or whatever. I mean, I'm the type of person who walks down the street and people laugh. And not because I'm doing something silly, just because of the way I'm dressed, or even sometimes just the way my face looks. The cross-eyed and all this stuff. And that has studded my confidence quite a bit, but not as much as it studded my caring for other people. That's true, I'm really antisocial now. I don't want to make amends with anyone. If they don't want to be my friend, if they don't want to talk to me, that's fine. I honestly don't have the confidence or the motivation to do anything apart from what I now do, which I have become quite accustomed to and gotten used to. So that's basically the wrap up for Mad as Goat. Yeah, so that's it. I guess that's the end of Mad as Goat. See you on the flip.